Hello, guys, and welcome to my first review of Dexter New Blood. Man, I missed this show. One of the best shows ever made. Yeah, well, the original show anyway, but this is basically season 9, but it's titled New Blood, Dexter New Blood. So yeah, I was so happy to, find out this morning that it was back, because I forgot, like, when was it coming? Like, I was thinking, like, when's the new season coming? But yeah, it's finally here now. And man, that first episode, brilliant. I missed you, Dexter. So I guess I'll be getting into spoilers. It's not going to be a long review because I'm going to be streaming and I'm uploading this later anyway, but yeah. So where should we start? So basically, Dexter is now called Jim Lindsay. I think that's right, yeah. And he's been having a normal life for like 8 years, so nearly 10 years. And instead of thinking about his father like he did, like, in the original show where he had hallucinations of his father, well, basically being by his side for like the whole show, they kind of replaced that with Deborah instead because of what happened with her in at the end of the show. Because there was a scene in like the last season, or in season 8, where he let his father go, but then by the end his sister died, and that just destroyed him, and he had to move away because he got exposed with all of these killings, like because Dukes basically took the blame for all of them, and now I mean back at the end of season 8, they found out that all those murders were Dexter. So yeah, man. And I also wanted to know what happened with Harrison as well. Like going into this new show, I was wanting to see what they're gonna do with Harrison. Like, yeah, are they gonna bring him back? And Dexter's old girlfriend as well, who Harrison's with. From Chuck. Who plays Sarah. I kind of forgot her name in Dexter, but yeah, it's just I mostly know from Chuck. But yeah, she was pretty good in Dexter. She basically poisoned people in Dexter. That was her specialties of killing people. Yeah, and Dexter and her got close. So by the end, when things got really bad, because I think was Dexter supposed to meet up with Harrison and his girlfriend, but things didn't really work out, so they kind of left. Yeah. So yeah, basically, after all this time, Dexter just moved to another place, basically like a lumberjack or something. Well, that's what it looks like at the end. But now he has like this store that he works at. It seems like he's still kind of a lumberjack, but yeah, he's basically he has a normal life at this point. He has a girlfriend who's a cop, which is a bit risky, especially if he goes back to killing. And by the end of the episode, he does. He seems like he knows the whole town, so man, things are going to be a lot more difficult once he starts killing again, which, by the end he does. Yeah. And basically, someone comes into the town that, from the moment I seen him, I was like, yep, that's going to be the person that Dexter kills and gets him back into killing after all these years. And as I was saying before, I think Deborah was the one that was holding him together, really. Like, he didn't want her death to be in vain. And maybe that's why he wasn't trying to kill, and he just wanted to, try have a normal life as well. But then all these things started to happen 8 years later in this current timeline. Like his son, basically, there was some person who was following him the whole episode, and I was thinking like, who could it be? Could it be Harrison? Could it be someone? I just knew it was someone from the past, or maybe someone that he killed, like maybe a family member, and they want revenge. But yeah, he had to be someone from the past anyway. And the only one I could think of like was Harrison, and I wanted Harrison to come back anyway because there was like so much that they could do with that, and I actually got my wish. Which thank you so much, yeah, for bringing Harrison back because we can get some cool storylines with that as well. But I just don't know if Harrison's just like a normal kid or things have actually happened because you know with what happened in season 4 of Dexter, he basically saw his mother die in front of him. Similar way of what happened with Dexter when he was a kid, and then his stepmother was basically a killer anyway. So unless she tried to have a normal life with Harrison, but there must be a reason why he's gone looking for Dexter. Yeah, and I can't wait to get like an explanation with that and where she is as well. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just gonna focus on the rest on Dexter anyway because Dexter does like when Harrison does come up inside his house because he's been following the whole like episode. Dexter confronts him, but then we find out that it's actually his son Harrison, and he basically disowns him basically just because Deborah is like a voice in his head like how his dad Harry was, yeah, his foster dad who we seen hallucinate with Dexter for like the whole show, the original show, yeah. and now it's Deborah, and she's basically trying to keep him together. Like basically what Deborah would want, that's what he's hearing in his head, and she's saying like to keep Harrison away because of everything that happened in the past, like all the people that died, Dokes and all them, including her. Like when she takes out the bullet from her body, like Jesus, yeah. So he decides to say that he's not the father, like he doesn't know who he is, and I guess he's gonna probably leave. But by the end he does. Well, I'm gonna get to the moment where we talk about the person who makes him start killing again. Yeah. So yeah, basically there's a guy who comes into the shop. He seems like he's a bit hyper. Him and his friend. Well, mainly the guy. Was his name Jacob or something? Basically, he wanted to buy a gun, but he wanted to one up his friend. So he buys like the most expensive gun and probably a gun that you wouldn't even use for hunting. Yeah. But then like a police thing comes up saying that there's like a 24-hour thing and you can't really buy the gun for 24 hours. So that was like a red flag of there. Like, yeah, this guy's a troublemaker. But I'm thinking like, has he killed someone in the past or something? Been a part of some kind of incident like that, but maybe it was like in court or something. Yeah. And he didn't get, basically he got out free. Probably has a powerful father, which he does. Yeah. And we'll see where that's gonna go too. Yeah. But yeah, from the moment we seen him, like we and Dexter didn't like him anyway. I just don't know if his name is Jacob, so yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, later on, like Dexter and his girlfriend goes to like the club where they normally go to, and you see the guy there just buying drinks for everyone, and he invites Dexter to like a party, but he doesn't want to go. And then the next day, basically he has to deliver the gun to him, and he's like having a party as well. Then I guess Jacob's a bit busy, so he's basically talking with his friend, and the friend kind of spills the secrets that he's been hiding. Like he actually killed 5 people. Basically, he was a bit drunk, but he was driving like a boat, and what he does is that he drives into like a other boat that kills 5 people, and his friend kind of covered for him. So yeah, basically, that was a moment where he was like, "Oh God, no! I've been not kidding for all this time, like 8 years, and this guy's gonna make me kill again." And then the moment that actually makes him kill again is, yeah, basically when he sees a deer, which I think it's something that he does a lot to see like if he's willing to still kill. Like he goes out in the woods and he points a gun at a deer, but he never really shoots. And then this one time he decides to go up close to the deer, holding out his hand to the deer. And then when he's like holding the deer, that same guy, Jacob or whatever his name is, just shoots the deer with the gun that Dexter gave to him, and he just knocks him out. And then we get the classic setup of the way how he kills his victims. Yeah. Like, when I saw that, I was just like, nostalgia. Yeah. And then when the guy wakes up, he's just like, oh, where the hell am I? And then, yeah, or just so much hilarious dialogue consumed as well. Like, with the knife scene, like, like, because basically Jacob does that to Dexter when he's inside the place, yeah. With the knife that he buys, because he wasn't able to buy the gun straight away. Yeah. So Dexter does the same thing to him, like, it's just funny. Yeah, and then, Jacob's just trying to make it look like that he didn't mean to do this and it was all of his family's fault. And, most people who have had a messed up life and go to killing or something like that, they always blame their parents. And I guess that is mostly the case, but yeah. You can't really do that because, what you do is really what you decide to do, so you can't really blame it on your parents. And Dexter just kills him anyway. And he is very hesitant because he hasn't killed all his time. But then, when he starts screaming that, "Yeah, my father's gonna kill you," and all that, that's just when he's like, "You're dead." And yeah, I guess Dexter has to find a new place to hide the body, since he doesn't really have the Miami place anymore, where he used to hide the bodies. Yeah. Like the dock area. So he has to find like a new area, like some derby or something, that has like a huge hole, similar to Miami. And he's a bit worsted because he does leave like some blood behind. And then after all that, he goes to his son because his son's about to leave the town, but he stops him. So he's gonna actually, you know, take care of his son. And I just wonder what the girlfriend's gonna think as well. Yeah, like where did he come from? Yeah. But yeah, it's good that, you know, he actually went back with his son and is gonna try to be a father to him. Because I was thinking like, man, you haven't been a father to him this whole time. You didn't even try to look for him. But maybe you'd thought that would bring back the past, and, you know, he probably wasn't fully there yet when he first got to that place, so I guess I understand. Maybe he was thinking like, maybe he had a better life and he didn't want to bring that past back. But yeah, definitely a great episode. I'm happy Dexter's back. It looks like it started strong, and it looks like it's going to continue strong as well. So yep, that's my first review of Dexter. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Tonight's the night. Peace.